This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Perfect air to air. Goes for an overhead. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Trips them up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. Fantastic reactions there. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Takes the chance to hurt him. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner sweep. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. One combo can end this round. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Saihasho? Jump? Great work finding the opening. Jumps up. Hits him with a stopping block. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Traps him with a break-in. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player, oh my god, they just jumped it up! Both shots, sets up with the jump in! Player 1, raw critical! What's gonna happen? The drive impact doesn't work! The next touch, maybe. What a finish! Here's the final round! The real fight starts now!
Final round. Fight!
Bumped up with the devil song! The last round pumps the brakes on the impact! Swagger Hermit Punch! Juicy damage! Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack! Handle with care! You can't drop driving now! Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow! Drops them! Lays down a shot! This can lead to some big damage! Amazing! Crowns them from above! Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Drive impact misses! Closes it out! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with!
Round 1.
They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch! Gets a risky buff in! Opts for the free-flow kicks to get a drink in! Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Puts one in the pocket. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Did well to get the buff in there. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive leads. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Gets a risky buff in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets the combo. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps. Doesn't miss a beat. So were they baiting them into that? Looking to impress with this super. I can't Dakai Raku. Playtime's over.
That felt good, didn't it?
Player 1 nails the overdrive arrow kick. A quick breather. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 holding on to that corner. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What a finish. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump in. Throws that off. Buffs up. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. What's next? Player 2, the drive impact doesn't work. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Shoots their shot. Drive impact misses. Both fighters are down to half life. Jump meets them air to air. Anticipated that throw. Oh, here we go. You cut that boy off. He's had too much. Reads the jump in perfectly. Looking for a hole. Lays down a Sai Hasho. Sai Hasho. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Slamma-jamma. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Hits them with a stop and pop. Decides to buff up while they can. The quarter makes it hard to hold your breath. Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Taking stock. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Goes in on the impact for nothing. But that makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Throws them to negate the block. Decides to buff up while they can. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 holds it, rushes that off, and keeps going. What'll happen here? Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it. Knocked them out of the air. That meets them air to air. Sai Hasho. Oh, huge attack. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Puts the fear of God in it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
The featured players win streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uh-oh. Falls short. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time, so it's vital to not let that happen. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Can't tech the throw. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The jump in is denied. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Trying to read each other here? That drive impact doesn't get through. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Feeling out the spacing. Fantastic reactions there. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity makes experiencing burnout. Players, that's not gonna hit. Not much time left in this round. Time's almost in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in catches them. That drive impact doesn't get through. Forcefully closes the gap. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Swagger step. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. A quick breather. Player 2, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Quick sets up with the jump in. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's a drive impact. Actions out the gate right there.
This is our destiny.
Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
Gets got.
Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Trips them up. Puts one in the pocket. No good up high. Blocks the jump in. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Takes a trip. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Knockdown. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 chases them down. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sneaks and brushes that off and keeps going. Scrapping it out up close. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 has an empty drive beam. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps, solid anti-air. Jumps. All the throw connects. Player 1 is barely reads the throw and escapes. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Looking for a chance. One chance here may end this match. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who's going to steal this win? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jump, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Impact squashed. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got to overdrive arrow kick. Oh, here we go. Tilts him and takes a swing. Side switch. Okay, here we go. This is a complete shutdown. They correct them. Take a seat. Plenty of health. Full throws. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Quick medium blocks the low kick. Amazing. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Yo, critical art now. Take that gourd away. He's maxed out. Sets up with the jump in. Opens them right up! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Here comes a new Challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The top player is
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Will this decision pay off for them? From up above, can't tech the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Hits them with a stop and pop. Holds out with a block. All right, what's coming up next? Nails the anti-air. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Throws them to negate the block. A quick breather. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediately brushes that off and keeps going. Kicks the jump in. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Taking stock. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 the super doesn't hit. Looking for a chance. Crowns him from above. Change of plan. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Hits them with a stop and pop. Dashes forward. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Dangerous range here. Player 1 with a lead. Will they go for tries to act quickly but with the attack? Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Sets up with the jump in. Clutch anti-air. The swagger step sends them. Drops them from the air. Drops them. Where do they go? Uh-oh. Devil Song. Player 2 needs to take advantage of reads the jump in perfectly. Finds the target. Lightning kicks. Ugh, 10 grabs them. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Denies the jump in. I can't believe it. What a sick punish counter. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Big throws. Good work staying in throw range there. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are they thinking here? Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Big low reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Swagger step. The pressure is so intense here. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Experiencing burnout. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Can't tech the throw. Jumps up. Denies the low heavy. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Knockdown and sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Took him to the pit zone with a stop and pop. There, they were right to be on guard there. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Hazanshu! Are we gonna see a comeback here? The drive impact doesn't work. He reads the jump in perfectly. Finds the target. Turning it right up with the super. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Hits with the overhead. Can't tech the throw. Steps in for the throw. Opts for the throw. Backs them into the corner. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes a trip. The super armor does its job. Brings out the super armor. How's it gonna work out for them? Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Grabs him. Did well to get the buff in there. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Hazanshu threw him off with the overhead. Player 2 chasing, sneaks in the throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes for the super art? Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Going in? They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Risk good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Jumps up drive impact misses. Drink level max out. This party's getting crazy. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? This is gonna hurt. Player 1 needs to use the touch. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Throws them. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up some pumps the brakes on the impact? Yo, cut that boy off. He's had too much. Dangerous range here. Barely blocked flatlines though. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump. Finds the time to squeeze in above. Fires off an overdrive arc. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Gets a chance with that jump. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. The throw is escaped. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find it. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Goes for the jump in, uses the gauge for a super arm. It's the level 1, breaking with some serious style. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Oh man, this is an overdrop KO. Player 1 showed some very good growth during that match.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Holds out with the block. Definitely saw that counter coming. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Low heavy hit. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. The jump-in is denied. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Player 2 is maintaining the KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sticks the jump in. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Gets out of there with the back, springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Big throws. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with it. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Knockdown and goes with a save. They're going for the super art. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Picks up the counter. Burnout activates. Checks with a medium. Baits out the low kick. Opts for the critical art. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? This can lead to some big damage. Turns out. Breaks through with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Superb reactions on display. Barely blocks the jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is working with a better game. Adds a bit of OD spice though. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Dangerous, but this can lead to some big damage. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Low heavy. Okay, here we go. Blocks the low kick.
Don't disappoint me.
Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
We currently have a player on a...
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The top player is
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Still slugging it out here. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Oh!
This is it. It's not over.
Decides to meet them in the air. Picture perfect punish counter. Taking stock. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Shows a medium kick. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Good job escaping that dangerous corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jump. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. What'll happen here? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Full SA meters on deck for both sides, experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Medium kick hits. Hits them with a stop and block. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Drops them from the air. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. This is gonna hurt. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Noticeable life with solid anti-air. Dangerous range keep. What's this Jinko Huddle gonna do? This is a critical moment. Medium kick. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Breaks those shins. Hits them with a stop and block. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Jump in, finds the mark. Throws him down. Knockdown. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes a trip. Can't tech the throw. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Throws them. What's next? One combo can end this round right now. Were they baiting them into that? Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? They hit them with a stop and block. Jumps up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Brushes that off and keeps going. Avoids, nails the overdrive arrow kick. Going in. Looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arms. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Knockdown and Mac hits him with a stop and bop. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh my god, they just choked it up. The low kick hits. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. We're at a standstill. Low heavy. Both sides getting ready. Low heavy, but no go. Drops it hard. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 breaks through with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like he hits the drive. Finds the target. Fires off an overdrive arrow. Hits him with a stop and bop. This can lead to some big damage. Ooh, you never know what bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished.
Come on. It's time to
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 needs to wait this out. They're taking a step back to slow. What's this Chico Huddle gonna do? This is gonna hurt. Amazing. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. Oh, here we go. Sees the overhead coming. Player 1, there's a burnout. This is up big, puts the fear of God in him. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stopping block. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Throws him down. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. That drive impact is blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Looking to cook him up, weaving that super art into the combo. Knockdown. Decides to buff up while they can. The super armor does its job. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? All right, what's coming up next? Which one of these fighters has what it takes to close out this round? Checks them with a projectile. Down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. It's the level 1, breaking with some serious style. What'll happen here? Hold your breath. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for the punish counter. Gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Who will cap it? Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Brushes that off and keeps going. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 is working with a better game. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Hits back with the drive attack on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Solid anti-air. The jump in is the knock. Drive attack misses. So, what's next? Finds the target. Experiencing burnout. The low. Both sides getting whipped. Shifts them for the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Ooh, oh my God, they just choked it up. Were they baiting them into that? Connects with medium kick. Crowns them from above. A jump in? What are they gonna do? Nothing stops this train. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 can't punish counter out the action. Amazing. Clutch anti-air. Player tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Oh, here we go. Jump! Drops him hard. Low heavy, but no go. What now? Now they can use drive. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Perfect execution with the anti-air. The swagger step sets up with the jump in. Tensions are running high, but gets them in the air. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well